this is going to be a bit different than usual. So, first of all, yeah, that was the amount of time I spent, 7 hours, 44 minutes and 59 seconds. It doesn't feel long many of times, but it takes a bit of time to do the drawings, I must say. Originally this wasn't supposed to be the original video, but I came to see it would be a lot better just to go with this, since the previous idea kind of felt flat, and I might be doing something of what I wanted to do next week. You'll have to stick around for the ending to see what I'm talking about. So yeah, but now getting into the video. I really don't mind the Zilla design much. I don't like that it's supposed to be Godzilla from my Godzilla at all, which kind of irritates me a bit, but other than that I actually do quite enjoy the design. It is something different. It is definitely something different. But yeah, design, alright, not much to talk about. Let's get into the changes, shall we? What I changed mostly about the design, except for the posture, because I know a lot of you will just say, oh, it's just Zilla but more upright, and not entirely true. I did change some of the scaling by the neck side. I bumped up the back to give it more of a bigger look, since I did try the front side to make it more bigger, but as you can see by the previous part, that didn't work at all well. I shortened the legs a bit, squished them out a bit, make them a bit thicker than usual. I lightened up some of the coloring just to make it not so monochromatic, even though that is kind of Godzilla's thing. But this is supposed to be iguana, so, or whatever the hell they're trying to make it as these days. I just gave up on thinking about it. But yeah, I gave it a bit of a lighter color scheme. I did change the dorsal fins just a bit. The middle row was just a bit shorter than it should have been, so I made it equal heights to the other two, just to bring it out a bit more. And I also gave them a bit more ridges and spikes, so it would feel more like Godzilla's instead of just being random parts just jutting out and going forward. I did make the tail just a bit thicker at the end to give it more of a crocodilian feel. I just felt like it was a bit needed instead of just normal fin, not fin, normal tail just going there. That's mostly it for now. But the design that I changed, what I learned, Copic marker coloring is really helpful. As you might see by the avatar that I'm using and the drawing itself, I used this app that I'm using right now, this sketchbook, if I remember correctly the name, as they have, you can get your own colors and such, but I also have, I think, the entire Copic collection, and I use a lot of that. It was really fun. I have to say, this video would have been twice as long if it wasn't for that. Just figuring out which colors would fit the best for this. But yeah, it was really fun. Talking about fun and just drawing in general. Usually while I'm doing these drawings, I like to listen to music and such. Main recommendations for song lists would be the Raining Jurassic Park Animal soundtrack. I don't remember exactly what it was called. I'll leave a link to it in the description with the second one, which is Beastar's theme or soundtrack. Yeah, soundtrack. Soundtrack for Beastars is really well done, and it is nice to listen to while drawing. Some parts I did skip because it just felt out of place to listen to while doing this, but most of it is well done, and I would recommend. I'll put it next to the everyone's link down below, because I know a lot of people want to have something in the background to listen to while they draw and such, or just do something in general. So there is two that you can just go and look at. Alright, this is a bit forward against what is now happening, but later in the video there will be a part where I black out the back part of the drawing, but that's mostly just to get rid of the spacing between lines. That isn't because I'm too lazy to go through and do it, it just looks a lot cleaner and it gives it just a bit more edge, as you'll see in a bit. I have tried different ways of doing it, but it doesn't always work out. Now I'll leave this final part just until the near end to announce something very nice that I am enjoying a lot. So yeah, if anything comes up that I want to talk about, I'll just come into the video. So yeah, that's about it for now. See you in a bit. Right, I'm back. Now then, let's get to the end part, shall we? I've made 2 posts, as many of you may know. The one about the stand, and which is going to be next week's video. And let's see who's the winner of what's going to be happening next week. Dun, 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 dun. And it is movies by a landslide. Wow. Alright. First of all, I did not expect so many people to actually view even that post in the first place, or even vote that much, which surprised me. And personally, I'm really happy that so many people would like to join in and pick something that I want to see for next week's video. Hint is coming up right about now. Alright, and I thought of doing something fun for once. Anyone who can figure out who's that character and from which series he comes from, I'll pin you and do a shout out for next week's video, the first person. Alright, yeah, it sounds like generic usual things, but I just want to do something different from the usual, and I hope this video was fun. That's all I just want to show, that everyone can have some fun. And fun it was to make this. I'll see all of you in next week's video or Wednesday's post. With that out of the way, enjoy the drawing.
Wow.